From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Another incompletion on third down. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. With the catch, it's Green. They corral him out of bounds. Down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Washington right back to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to...
Slips one guy, and now he's loose. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but Hugh did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This defense, they understood the challenge coming in. Like, he is elusive. He is a game breaker. They were not going to let his legs beat him. That's what they told us anyways. And so far on this first drive, great job getting to him and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Touchdown, Huskies! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Oregon, 0.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Moore to the air. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to go up top. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
And I'd like to see the receivers do a better job fighting to get open on that scramble play. The quarterback's flushed out. He's working to his left. You now need to break the route off. You got to run with him. Someone's got to go down the boundary. Someone's got to come back to the quarterback and give him a place to go with the ball.
And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off.
He's got it on the right. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Ducks want to move quickly. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to. He tries to take the top off. Got it!
The pass on the first down, caught by the tight end. Brought in,
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. He wants to change this route. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Williams looking for a man. Here's a heat. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Washington wants to go quickly. He wants to throw it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He's got it. First down and more. they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Washington! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. This should be the last play of the quarter. Moore will throw. Now improvising. On the run, deep down the right side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. We've reached a break. It's Washington holding the lead, and we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. The give to the tailback. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. They'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. send the back in motion. Williams will pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
The Huskies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Moore to the air. Pocket breaking down. Fires on the move. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Bulldozes his way through. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Showing the bravado, throwing it back to the right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And man, 3 plays into this drive, and it's apparent what this offense wants to do. They're going to take shots down the field. They're going to be aggressive.
Wants to keep it in the air. Finds the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Touchdown, Ducks! Better fasten those seatbelts. These offenses are cruising.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the big fella. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They're licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying play action. This time it's complete. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Trying to make magic on the scramble.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Huskies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Williams will pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Shotgun snap on third down. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in, it's Coleman. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads it left. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this second half.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter 1 possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Quarterback may change this route. Moore will throw. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more.
Turning it on. This card just keeps moving. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field, so he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks, he uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
Wants to throw again. Floating away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Whittington. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This is
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. And that one will give them the lead. Talk about keeping your eyes downfield and then unleashing one on a rope.
And having a guy like that that can buy time and beat you down the field with his feet, but also what you said is the most important thing. He keeps his eyes down the field. He's not looking to run the football. He can, but he's looking to do damage and make a big play down the field. Because he had his eyes up, he could do that.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Williams looking for a man. Grab near the marker. It's Boston. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Wants to throw on third down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
It's dropped.